Hello, my name is Cocklepot. I'm a guy with a camera who can put himself on the internet because... And I like to believe myself a connoisseur of source engine mods. If you don't know what a source mod is, the source engine is the game, is what the game runs on, like Half-Life 2, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, Counter-Strike, Portal, Dota 2. That's all in the source engine. It's moddable. Stuff like Hammer and the SDK are released quite frequently whenever the company releases a new game. They give you the tools that they use to make any kind of game you want, and it's really flexible. So of course, people with skills better than I, though I have dabbled in a little bit of mapping, make all sorts of awesome source mods. ZPS, as Zombie Panic Source, as many of you have played, is amazing. A recent great one was Black Mesa. Blade Symphony just came out recently. I'm eager to play that. Dear Escher, I was following that for a while. I've yet to play that either. $10 for high-res textures seems a bit much. I'm gonna wait for it to be on sale. And if we're gonna get really technical, even official Valve games are source mods, so I can go anywhere with this, woo! But today, I'd like to start us off with one of my favorite source mods. It's called Curse Episodes, and it's the first and so far only released episode in the Curse series. Now the Curse series is an Egyptian-themed dungeon crawler. Overall, it's a great experience, and it has some good replayability as you won't necessarily figure out how to beat the game the first time. And that's fun. It's nice to go back. You can change the stance of your hands. Your most used hand is one that glows blue and allows you to push objects. And then when you enter into combat, you take out both of your hands and they turn purple, and then you get this kind of shield on your face, and then a psychic mace appears in front of you, and then the way you attack is by swinging with the mouse, and the mouse corresponds with the way the mace moves. It's really cleverly done. The combat is a little iffy. The mace does a lot of damage. Too much damage. It wipes out all of the enemies in one hit, and it can be a haphazardly lazy-ass swing as well. I feel as though combat should have been much harder. Maybe not on the easier levels, and I understand that it's just cannon fodder, but I have it set on the hardest difficulty, and I can just go do-do-do-do-do and slash them down. But you know what? That's just nitpicking, because it doesn't stop me from having fun with this mod. You increase in health and in armor by drinking potions. Fairly simple concept. You have 100 health, 100 armor. Much like the Half-Life 2 HEV suit. 100 health, 100 armor. Blue potions increase your health. Red potions increase your armor. The most common element in these games are buttons and doors. Buttons, I'm just going to call them buttons because I don't know what their actual developer called them. There's lots of walls that like to get in your way. A lot of the gameplay is figuring out how to get the walls that are in your way so you can extend through the level. And while you do that, you go through small side mini dungeons filled with enemies, and I won't necessarily call them puzzles, but it's a lot of jumping exercises, and it's really fun. fact that you have to seek out these golden beetles, it's like almost a fetch quest of collectibles. And at first that sounds terrible. However, it's not. The game environments are challenging enough, yet well designed enough, that anyone who is thorough enough will probably find the golden beetles and all the hidden stuff on the first or second go, while as if you're just running through, slashing things down, you're not going to really notice it, and you'll progress through the levels, which essentially does not finish the game. The whole point of the game, this is an interesting concept, and it's very subtle. I like this. The first time I played it, I did not understand it. And there's not a tutorial or anything, but it's intuitive. That's what makes up for it. What you're doing, you come to understand later on as you play. The goal of the game is to rid each level, which are called the Necropolis. There's level 1, Necropolis 1, Necropolis 2, Necropolis 3. And essentially, you must clear out the evil in each section, all 3 levels. And when you do manage to rid evil, or get to the final step of ridding evil in a necropolis, something very cool happens. And it's this very scary red line that leads you to where you need to go. And all this is accompanied by a beautiful, booming soundtrack. It's very well done. One of the most enjoyable elements of this game is this crazy, original, Egyptian, lore-filled music. There's this one scene. It is a cinematic scene. It is one of my favorite scenes in my entire gaming career. I think they're on ModDB. Just Google Curse episodes. Check them out. Go to the websites and everything. Support them. They make good quality games. And if you have a Source Engine game, I'd highly recommend you download it and play it. Because it's amazing. And yeah, everyone likes things that are amazing.